The best part of Snap exam is that you can navigate between the section and it has no minimum sectional criteria. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. तो कैट एग्ज़ाम अभी जस्ट ओवर हुआ है एंड आई एम होपिंग कि आपका एग्ज़ाम बहुत अच्छा गया होगा. बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली अगर आपका एग्ज़ाम अच्छा नहीं गया तो टेंशन लेने की बात नहीं है. अभी भी दो ऐसे एग्ज़ाम बाकी हैं जिनसे आप इंडिया के टॉप 20 स्कूल में एडमिशन ले सकते हैं. जी हाँ, तो मैं बात कर रहा हूँ स्नैप की एंड जेट की. बट इस पार्टिकुलर वीडियो में मैं स्नैप की बात करूँगा, आपको कैसे प्रिपरेशन करनी है, क्या स्ट्रैटेजी रखनी है और कितने नंबर ऑफ मॉक देने हैं. तो फॉर ऑल दिस आई इन्वाइटेड स्नैप टॉपर माई नियर एंड डियर फ्रेंड लक्ष्या who has scored 98.70 percentile in Snap, but unfortunately उनका SIBM पुणे कन्वर्ट नहीं हुआ. तो बिफोर स्ट्रैटेजी पार्ट मैं थोड़ा सा आपको स्नैप एग्जाम के बारे में बताना चाहूँगा. बट उससे पहले गाइज एक अनाउंसमेंट है. आई एम गोइंग टू टेक अ सेशन ऑन अनअकैडमी अबाउट ओमेट एग्जाम. डू ज्वाइन, लिंक जो है मैं डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में डाल दूंगा. नाउ कम टू द स्नैप एग्जाम स्ट्रक्चर. तो गाइज स्नैप एग्जाम 1 आवर का होता है जिसमें 60 क्वेश्चन होते हैं. ये एक स्पीड बेस्ड एग्जाम होता है लाइक बैंकिंग. तो आपको थोड़ा सा स्पीड पे फोकस करना पड़ेगा इस एग्जाम में. इसके अलावा इसमें 3 सेक्शन होते हैं. जनरल इंग्लिश होता है, लॉजिकल रीजनिंग एंड क्वांटिटेटिव एबिलिटी एंड डाटा सफिशिएंसी होता है. आपको जनरल इंग्लिश से 15 क्वेश्चन आते हैं, रीजनिंग से आपको 25 क्वेश्चन आते हैं और क्वांटिटेटिव एबिलिटी एंड डाटा सफिशिएंसी से 20 क्वेश्चन आते हैं. और आप किसी भी सेक्शन पे कितना भी टाइम दे सकते हैं, ऐसा कोई लिमिट नहीं है जैसा कैट में होता है कि आपको 40 मिनट इंडिविजुअल सेक्शन को देना है. बट इसमें वैसा कुछ नहीं है. ये एग्जाम आप अपने स्ट्रेंथ के हिसाब से खेल सकते हैं. अगर आपका LR स्ट्रांग है तो यू कैन गिव मोर टाइम ऑन LR सेक्शन. अगर आपका क्वांट स्ट्रांग है तो आप क्वांट में ज़्यादा टाइम दे सकते हैं. आपका जो स्ट्रेंथ और वीकनेस है उसके अकॉर्डिंग आप खेल सकते हैं. नाउ थोड़ा सा अब हम इसका सिलेबस देख लेते हैं कि स्नैप का सिलेबस क्या है. तो सबसे पहले हम जनरल इंग्लिश का सिलेबस देख लेते हैं. तो आपको इंग्लिश में सेंटेंस कंप्लीशन होता है, एनालॉजी होता है, फिलिंग द ब्लैंक्स होता है, फिर कुछ ग्रामर के क्वेश्चन आते हैं, फिर पैरा जंबल कुछ आते हैं, वोकैबुलरी आते हैं. तो ये मेजर जो टॉपिक में बोला इससे आपको क्वेश्चन आते हैं. बाद बाकी थोड़े कुछ टॉपिक है आप स्क्रीन पे देख सकते हैं. नाउ कम्स टू द LR का सिलेबस. तो LR के सिलेबस में आपको काफ़ी सारा क्वेश्चन जो है वो क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग के होते हैं, जिसमें क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग हो गया, एनालॉजी एंड सीरीज हो गया, देन सिलोजिज्म्स हो गया, कोर्स ऑफ एक्शन हो गया. ये सब टॉपिक से क्वेश्चन ज़्यादा आते हैं स्नैप एग्जाम में. और बाकी का टॉपिक आप देख सकते हैं अपने स्क्रीन पे. बट जो मैं टॉपिक बोला इस पे आपकी प्रैक्टिस ज़्यादा होनी चाहिए बिकॉज बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन इस टॉपिक से आते हैं. अब थोड़ा सा हम मैथ का सिलेबस देख लेते हैं. तो क्वांट का सिलेबस आपका जो कैट का सिलेबस होता है सिमिलर होता है, बस थोड़ा इसमें मॉडर्न मैथ से ज़्यादा क्वेश्चन आते हैं, मतलब प्रोबेबिलिटी और PNC से ज़्यादा क्वेश्चन आते हैं एज कम्पेयर टू कैट. तो इस पर आपकी ज़्यादा प्रैक्टिस होनी चाहिए. और फिर अर्थमेटिक से क्वेश्चन ज़्यादा आते हैं, अलजेब्रा से क्वेश्चन थोड़े से कम आते हैं इसमें. बाद बाकी जितने भी आपका टॉपिक कैट का था सिमिलर टॉपिक आपका स्नैप में रहेगा. तो इसकी सिलेबस के लिए कोई टेंशन लेने की बात नहीं है. तो ये जो पूरा मैं आपको बताया ये ब्रॉडर सिलेबस है आपका स्नैप की एग्जाम के लिए. नाउ द स्ट्रेटजी वाला पार्ट माय फ्रेंड्स लक्ष्या विल टेक ओवर.
So, hi friends, how are you all doing? Thanks Sushant for having me again on your channel. So, it's nice to be back and interacting with you. So, how was your CAT exam? I hope it went well and good. I know it would have got on your nerves. You all would have been nervous while giving the exam. It was about your careers, your studies, your dreams, everything. But if you were able to do good, well and good, and it would be nice for you. But if you were not able to do good, don't lose hope or heart. You also know that, and I also know that. We have 2 upcoming exams, that is SNAP and ZAT, and in those exams also you will be able to get admission into the top B schools in India like Xavier's, SCMHRD and SIBM Pune. So today's video is, as told by Sushant, we are focusing on the SNAP exam, and you must have got a hang of the exam as told by Sushant, the syllabus, the structure of the exam and everything Sushant must have told you. So coming on to the exam and the preparation or strategy that we need to put into the exam, whatever things the exam demands, I'll be telling you and making you go through the overall structure of the exams. So let's get started. So in the SNAP exam we have overall 3 sections, and the 3 sections are our English, DILR and quantitative aptitude. And the exam is not in terms of syllabus not a lot different from CAT. It is on the same levels as the CAT, but the exams solving level, or what we can call this, the SNAP is a speed based exam in which you need to solve as many questions as possible in the given time frame. The structure of the exam is as follows, that you will be having 60 questions, 60 minutes, and to get into one of the top B schools in India, that is SIBM Pune or SCM HRD, you need to score at least 41-42 marks. What I'd like to tell you is that target for 45 or 48 marks, as it will be on the safer side, because we also know that engineers get calls at higher marks only. So try to aim for at least 45 marks. So coming on to the general English section, in this section we have a total of 15 questions, and the overall structure of the exam is the same as the CAT exam, but what is different in this exam, in this SNAP exam from the CAT exam, is that the level of the exam is a notch below the CAT exam, and there are mostly, out of the 15 question, 10 will be fill in the blank type of questions which you will be able to solve easily, and the remaining 5 questions will also be like critical reasoning type only, and will be on the lower side of the difficulty level only. And what I'd recommend is that target for at least 15 target for at least 12 to 13 marks, as it will come in handy when you are trying to get a score to get into SIBM Pune or SCM HRD. And coming on to the DILR section, in this section it will be on the same levels as the CAT, but what happens in this section is that there are like CAT exam, there are no sets in this exam, so you don't need to worry about sets, but you will be having different questions from different topics in this exam. And Sushant must have told you about the syllabuses of this DILR section. What I'll be telling you is about the strategy. In this DILR section, most of the questions will be from the critical reasoning side, data sufficiency, directions instance, coding, decoding, syllogisms. So focus on solving these type of questions which does not require that practice level, but requires your analytical level, what you will be able to do in the exam at that point of time. So focus on that thing. And out of those 25 questions that you will be having in this DILR section, try to solve at least 15 or 18 questions, so that you are able to get at least 15 to 16 marks in this section, which will come in handy and will help you score well in the exams. Try to give I'll say out of 60 minutes, 20 minutes or 25 minutes to 20 minutes to this DILR section, as it will help you to score nicely in this section, and it will be good for you. So coming on to the quantitative aptitude section, which will be the last section. For me it was the last section, but you can solve it in the beginning also, because in the SNAP exam you have that freedom of navigating through the sections. Sushant must have told you right in the beginning of the video, so I am just giving you a quick reminder. So in this quantitative aptitude section, it will be on the same lines as the CAT. The syllabus is same, everything is same. What changes is the difficulty level. In this quantitative aptitude section, you will be having questions that are directly based on the formula. So what I'd like to advise is, before going to the exam, mug up your formulas. Whatever you need to do, just do. But you need to learn all the formulas by heart and go for the exam. Pick questions that are directly based on the formula and just proceed. Out of 20 questions, try to solve 15 to 16 questions in the exam, and try to score around 15 marks in this section, which will help you score well in the exam. And the difficulty level of the quantitative aptitude section is not that much, so that you will be worried. The questions will be directly formula based. Just put in the values in the formula and go for the question. One thing that I'd like to tell you in this quantitative aptitude section, and I must have told you before also, is that try to neglect questions that are lengthier in length and that seem to be going out of the proportion, and you know that time will be wasted on them. So try to avoid them. Offer questions that are direct, smaller in length, and seem easy and you are familiar with. That's it. That's my advice. And on an overall level for this SNAP exam, what I'd like to tell you is that the exam is easy. It's not that hard, it's not that difficult. There are no RCs, no DILR sets, no difficult application based concepts. So just go for the exam. One more thing that I'd like to tell you is about the mocks. In the mocks, what I'd like to recommend is that give what I'd say is 2 mocks daily starting from 1st December. As the SNAP exam happens around 10th of December, so try to give for 10 days 2 mocks daily. Just give the mocks, analyze the mocks, what all went wrong. Just stay in touch with the mocks, as it will help you feel that pressure that you'll be getting on the exam day. Just analyze out what went wrong and try to develop a strategy in these 10 days and go for the exam. Everything will be good. And what I know is that if you have done well in the CAT, you'll do well in SNAP. And for some reasons, or you were nervous on that day, you were not able to do well in the CAT, this is your day to shine. So go, give the exam and shine. Come out with flying colors. Thank you.